Greetings and thanks for coming through. I'm Star. Of course, this is the ascendstar Tarot, and this is today's energy. This is going to be today's energy for around the 26th of November. We know time is fluid, so I'm certain it's going to resonate around the 26th, but of course, it can resonate any other time that we have this energetic lineup, or any time that you just click on it and it's reflective of your current situation, then it's resonating, right? Wonderful. So, with no further ado, here we go. This is what we have for the day. So, our overall energy for the day is the number five. And we know the number five is all about changes. The number five is also about freedom. The number five is about being resourceful. Um, the number five is also like a fast-paced, kind of moving number. It's almost like, to me, it's like a microwave number. Like, I don't want it later, I want it now. Like, that is the energy that the five actually brings in. Um, so, thinking tarot in the number five, we're thinking about the Hierophant. The Hierophant has a lot to do with tradition. The Hierophant has a lot to do with education, like seeking higher education. It could be getting or giving advice. It could be, it's definitely about being resourceful, outsourcing when you need to. Um, the Hierophant definitely brings in that energy. We are in Sagittarian season. If you are a Sagittarius and today is your Earth Day, then happy Earth Day to you. Happy solar return. Happy birthday. However it is that you celebrate. I hope it's the best, especially on Thanksgiving. You're definitely going to eat good on your day, aren't you? Okay. So, of course, we know when we're thinking Sagittarius, that's Jupiter. That's thinking big. That is actually being able to grow. That's the Temperance card. That is balance. That's also, once again, being resourceful. It has a lot to do with your money. It's about basically using what you've learned in order to grow with it. After you shed and let things go, how are you gonna grow? It's another card of Jupiter card. Jupiter also speaks of tradition. It speaks of value. It speaks of ethics. Um, so with it being a five and Jupiter and this five coming together with the Hierophant, it may be, you actually trying to get advice to escape the tradition, right? Because our moon, once again, this is actually the last day of this Jupiter Aries like transition that we've been going through right now. So once again, Mars is coming in as Aries, shedding light on our drive, how we prioritize, how are we taking action to actually grow, to get to the next level? How are we using the information that we've gained over the past 11, 12 months, over the past year? Like, what are we doing now to make that work for us in order for us to grow? Today is like Jupiter Day, right? It's all about growth. This Thursday, like, it's Sagittarius all over again. So our sun is Sagittarius, our day overall is Sagittarius. So this may be a very, very lucky day for you. It may be a day of lots of growth. It's definitely a day of abundance if you are around family and you're able to eat and enjoy and feast. I hope we all are able to do that. But you definitely want to think big right now. That's basically the energy that's coming in today. And then we have our heart chakra. And that is the heart. That is the heart. But that is our center of love. And it's crazy that the heart chakra is associated with taste, because it is, kind of like our current state of being. And it's falling on Thanksgiving. Like, I just love how energy just like checks itself. To me, nothing in the world is coincidental. And the fact that Thanksgiving falls constantly every year on a Thursday, and Thursday is always Jupiter, and Thursday is always the heart chakra. I just feel like that is just great. Um, I may think too much sometimes though. But anyway, um, so with this heart chakra, you definitely want to be like very loving. You want to be able to build on those relationships that you actually have. You want to be able to let love in as well as be able to share love with others. It's like you want to bring your physical world, your emotional world, your spirit world, you want to bring it all together, and you want to be able to give and you want to be able to receive in that energy. So I definitely hope this overall energy makes sense to you. Um, this is Jupiter is just a great month. Jupiter is a great month. This Jupiter energy, so it's really the end of November, beginning of December. It's really a good time to. It's definitely a good time to give back. Um, and it's definitely a good time to reflect on what it is that you've learned over the past couple of months. You don't necessarily have to wait till the last week of December to decide what you're gonna do for next year. If you're really planning for next year, then this is actually the time where you're planning. You're releasing everything that was going on last year or in within the last year. You're releasing everything that's been going on, and now you're at a point where you're actually able and ready to grow from it and actually build towards next year. So we should definitely be working on next year already. So if you have made it with me thus far and you have not yet, please go ahead and hit that like button, or you can hit the subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. If you haven't told any of your friends about ascendstar Tarot, go ahead and tell somebody. Somebody should know about our secret, right? Really not a secret, but you should definitely let other people know how you get through and how you prepare for your day. All right. And if it resonates, leave a comment. And of course, for personal readings, you can reach me down below. But with no further ado, let's get to the Tarotscope that we have for the day. So we all are actually coming in as the Page of Pentacles. Coming in as the Page of Pentacles, talk about learning, talk about growing. The Page of Pentacles, he's definitely a student. He's very academic, studies a lot, kind of booky, very business minded, has a lot of self-discipline, well-mannered, easy to like, hard working, it just has a love and respect for people overall. Now, with this coming in, those are definitely a lot of the qualities that that Page of Pentacles carries, and these may be, of course, qualities that you carry as well. But the Page of Pentacles is actually good news itself. For some of you, your kids may have come home and you're just very happy to see them, which is totally understandable. I would certainly be happy if my kids were to come around, or if my kids were home. It's always good when you can have that family time. So the Page of Pentacles is coming home. Also, for some of us, we're actually at a point. So some of you may be very, I want to say, well off. And it's because your dad had like a good business and you've kind of inherited the business. But it's almost like you're at a point right now where you don't really know if you want to take over the business. And I feel like today is probably a day where that conversation is going to come up, where family is getting together and we're having all these topics and these ideas. You don't actually know if you want to do that. With this Hangman being here in the 2 position is definitely saying you're at a point right now where you are like very balanced, like when it comes to your relationships and being able to be open and share emotionally with other people. And once again, I'm feeling like this is a person, like you're basically well off because of your parents. I feel like if you are the person who who your dad is like a great provider, good, like business minded. Maybe he has some sort of business of his own, like when it comes to like craftsmanship, or maybe something dealing with agriculture, something where he's actually dealing with his hands. Maybe even something dealing with finance, like something like that. Like your dad has been able to provide, or the father figure has been able to provide like a very lush like life. But then at the same time, it's like your mother, like socially, like she's it. So it's almost like you come from a power couple. But whatever it is that you want to do, or wherever it is that you want to go, is not quite it's not quite where and how they want you to do it. So it's almost like you are hung up on what you want to do, but I feel like this is a day for you to actually be able to express that. Now, because you have very intelligent parents, or because if you know, either this is you or this is your child that you're actually dealing with. So because you have very intelligent parents, you're gonna have to make it make sense to them. Dad is very well educated, so is your mom. Your mom is like a very sharp, analytical type of thinker. So between the two of them, you have to make it make sense. Not that they won't support you in what it is that you are doing, because I do feel like they are actually going to be very supportive. I just feel like you have to make it make sense to them. And I feel like they are going to support you all the way, like through and through. Um, so it's almost like, so you want to present this idea to them. But you don't really know how to do it. I feel like right now, like you are going to have to trust yourself. You're going to have to trust your instinct. With this Page of Swords, like being here is kind of like maybe you've been like real secretive about wanting to do this for a while, and now you're really ready to come out with it, and it's almost like you've been putting it off for a while. But it's like now it's like you have to go ahead and you have to speak it. You've just been sitting back and you've been watching like how your maybe your parents or other people around you, you've been watching like how they've been building business, so you really know how to do it. You just for some reason haven't been able to do it, and it's like you just want to be fair. I feel like right now you are definitely being called to shine and stand in your own light. I feel like you may be standing in the light of your parents and you're just tired of it. And you're ready to get to the next step. You're coming in as you or your child, coming in as the Page of Pentacles. Because the mind process, the thought process is very childlike right now. Not to say that you're being childish. I don't see any childishness. I don't see any pettiness or anything like that. It's like your thought pattern is like very, very creative right now. And you don't know what to do. Yeah, so for some of this, like I said, this is your child. And the fact that they want to go against the grain is kind of like teeing you off. But you're going to have to trust them at this point, because they're a child, but I feel like they're a young child. They're not like a child, like a baby, you know? I feel like it's time for you to trust what it is that they want to do in the direction that they want to go in. So yeah, I definitely hope that makes sense. I feel like if it doesn't it may not happen right away with this Hangman here right next to the Page of Swords. There may be some kind of delay in getting what you want to do off, or getting them to understand, but eventually there will be an understanding. So yeah, I definitely hope that makes sense and it resonates. If it does, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell. You do not want to miss tomorrow's energy.